Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm pulling a roof skin off of Magnum. So I went to a few junkyards and they wanted $200 for this roof skin, which I know this guy that has a tow yard, has a few Magnums. So what I'm gonna do is pull the roof skin off of this Magnum and then go over to the shop, finish this roof up so we can get a mold made out of it. But it's just really nice to have one that's already a slick top. This one has a few dents in the front, which is nice because I don't need the front part, and the back part is really nice. And it seems like there's not a dent on the back part. Now the roof is pretty much back to where it was before. So other than it not being in high build primer, and I haven't skimmed the back half of the roof. So what I ended up doing, like I showed you before, I used the non-sunroof version of the Charger roof that I had. Then I cut another Magnum roof off of a tow car that was just pretty much gonna go scrap anyway. So I just finished applying panel bond, setting this roof in, making sure everything was lined up in the front, in the back, made sure the seam was even on both sides. And now tomorrow, all I have to do when I come is pretty much sand all of this down with 80 grit, give it a nice skim. This roof skin is actually a little bit lower than the other one was. The other one was just a little bit higher than the hatch. So I'm glad I didn't skim the hatch. Now I'm just gonna run a skim, block it out. Then we're not gonna have to do a bunch of crazy stuff. For the edge, it's almost there. All I have to do is put a little bit of filler after I grind this down and then sand the back side, and then I could make this edge like I did right here all the way back. And then when the edge comes into this or to right here, it'll all look the same width. So it'll just kind of go with the how the hatch is going and just kind of flow together. So it's not a weird seam, because the other seam that I was starting to make on the other roof was just getting kind of out of hand, and it wasn't going to look like this. So I'm really glad that I ended up using this roof skin, got a new Magnum roof skin, and just redid this whole thing. So Just finished putting the last skim on the roof, or the second version of the roof. I really am glad that I redid this roof, because now it is exactly how I wanted it in the first place. Before, I was just, like you guys saw in the other videos, I was just kind of working. And if I would have just done this in the first place, it would have saved me a whole lot of time. So now tomorrow, I'll block this out, and then I'll hit it with some high build primer, but I have to let this cure, and it's a very big skim, and it's already like 10 o'clock at night. So what I'm gonna do is pretty much edit this video, upload it. Tomorrow I'll come, like I said, block it out, high build primer, then I'll hit it with 80 grit, and I'll try to get everything done tomorrow, get it all the way up to 320, and then I'll go Friday. No, tomorrow's Wednesday. So on Thursday, I'll clear the roof, and then I could get this thing ready for a mold. So it's a little bit behind schedule, but even though we're behind schedule, it was the right move. I kept saying it, and people saw it in the videos and were commenting after I posted the video of me redoing the roof, and they're like, yeah, you should have just, we saw that you're gonna redo the roof, and they're happy about it. I'm happy about it. It's gonna make a better mold. And even though this roof is pretty much two pieces just bonded together, it's a really nice piece. I almost might keep it, because it's even though it has a few skims on it, it's not as much filler as it was on the other roof. I actually had to get some more Duraglass and filler because I used so much on the other roof. But it's kind of nice. So I might just clear this, keep it around, and just for like a rainy day or something. But I'll have the mold for the carbon fiber. I'll make the carbon fiber panel in the next coming up week, which then I have also decided that I've contemplated this also for a while. The issue with the quarter panels and everything on the car, well, there isn't an issue. They're perfect. So the issue is if this car ever gets in a wreck, I'd have to redo everything that I just did to get this thing back, because I can't just go and buy a quarter panel or buy anything pretty much for the exterior back half of this car. So I'll have the roof mold, I'll have the hatch mold, Black Ops Auto Works will have the wing mold, but what I'm going to do is pull molds of both sides of the car. So if somebody backs into it, or a quarter panel gets damaged or something, I could pop some carbon fiber mold or some carbon fiber quarter panels out, and then just glue them directly on. So it'll be a little bit more work, but I'll have molds for the sides, and that also means I could go ahead, and if anybody is interested, I could sell like a kit, so somebody else could try to attempt this. But there's a lot of extra work other than just the quarter panels, the roof, and the hatch. So I'm pretty much going to end the video here. If you guys like these videos, make sure to click the subscribe button, throw a thumbs up, throw a comment below. As always, see you guys next time.